How to define window views? Use the floor plans, Google Maps, a 3D plan, or the general housing layout. To facilitate the task, we recommend creating a grid table for the building and including in it all the units and floors. The view characteristics are grouped for various apartments by the window view similarity. Given that ratings are subjective, views should be laid out using a set of clear-cut characteristics. Is the view blocked by the neighboring buildings or structures? What types of landscapes are seen from the windows? City views, streets, buildings, green areas, parks, public gardens, woods, large expanses of water, lakes, rivers, seas. The following diagrams show possible breakdowns of the views from a floor or a building. This is an example of the front scheme based on different views characteristics. This is an example of a view blocked by neighboring buildings. This is an example of a simplified floor plan based on different views characteristics. When creating the layout of the views, we use both vertical axes. Different floors can have different views because some of the views can be blocked by adjacent objects, and horizontal axes. Apartments located on the same floor can have different views since the sets of objects or the landscape types that come into the view can vary. Extremely important. The view aspect should not be confused with the floor number aspect. This is why view layout should not be different for the apartments that are located on different floors but have the same view. For example, a city view unobstructed by neighboring buildings. In other words, the apartments that are located on lower, middle, and upper floors and have the same view should be included in the same view characteristics group. To name a view characteristic group for window overlook, create a custom name consisting of a set of key objects connected with a plus sign. The order of the key object in the group name is determined by the degree to which each object prevails in the view. If the view largely consists of an adjacent building, number 9, and also includes a boulevard, the view should be named Building 9 plus Boulevard. After filling in the views, rate them. Open the Window Views tab and fill in all the unique window views there. To rate the view characteristics of a group of apartments, use an expert opinion method with a rating scale from 1, extremely bad, to 10, best possible. The same rating can be used multiple times. The key rating principle is as follows. Apartment window views are rated based on the most popular types of views. Let's take a look at the key view options. A view dominated by water bodies, for example, sea, water storage reservoirs, large rivers, large lakes, channels. These views are to be rated as 10. A view dominated by green areas located in close proximity to the building, for example, the windows directly overlook green areas, public gardens, woods. These views are to be rated on a scale from 9 to 10. A view dominated by important cultural heritage sites or sites of aesthetic architectural value, such as iconic buildings or structures, monuments, historical city areas. These views are to be rated on a scale from 8 to 10. A view dominated by urban landscape, but not blocked by other buildings. These views are to be rated on a scale from 7 to 9. A view dominated by an industrial urban landscape, blocked by any building except the ones under construction or in a ruined state. These types of views are to be rated on a scale from 4 to 5. A view blocked by a part of the same building complex. These views are to be rated on a scale from 3 to 5. A view blocked by adjacent structures or buildings, unfinished construction sites, and or affected by heavy traffic, pollution, noise, etc. These views are to be rated on a scale from 1 to 3. We also recommend to take into account the impact of objects that come into the view. For example, if Unit 1 has 20% of neighboring building coming to the view and Unit 2 has 40, then Unit 1 view will be rated at 5 and Unit 2 will be rated at 4. If rooms in the apartment are split between different sides of the building and or have different view characteristics, The entire apartment's view characteristics are rated as follows. Rating equals to room 1 view rating multiplied by number of windows in room 1 plus room n view rating multiplied by number of windows in room n, all of it divided by number of windows in the rated rooms. For example, room 1 has 2 windows and a view rating of 7. Room 2 has 1 window and a view rating of 10. The overall rating is 7 multiplied by 2 plus 10 multiplied by 1, all of it divided by 3, which equals 8. For ranking purposes, when dealing with various view characteristics, you can deviate from the previously described rating principles by 1 or 2 points.